Merry Christmas to all the American Red Devils around the world. We have a special Christmas episode. It's around transfer, sir. If you had to ask Santa for one transfer this Christmas, who would you ask for and who would you sign? Now, there were little parameters. You can't just say Mbappe because he just signed a deal with Madrid. It has to be a realistic transfer target that Manchester United could generally afford and actually complete in the January transfer window. Cash is tight. But, Santa's coming. He's bringing us some cash. Free spending. Who are you getting? Who are you asking for Santa to bring into Manchester United?
Merry Christmas, first and foremost, to all the American Devils. We appreciate you listening in. Now, like you said, there were caveats. I wouldn't be picking this player if it was no constraints on the thing. But I'm going Antonee Robinson, given what we need in this team at the moment. Obviously, top-performing left back at the moment for Fulham. He's also a standout for the U.S. men's national team as well. I think he's got the right attitude. He's probably the best American footballer at the moment right now. He does seem right within our bandwidth. The only concern about him is actually I wish he was a little younger, but that's probably why he's hitting such good form. 27 is usually when players hit their prime, and he certainly has. So Antonee Robinson, I think he's got the skill set. I think he's got the mentality, and then a little bit of that cool American factor as well. We need a little bit of that at the club at the moment. So I'd pick up Antonee. He feels like a reasonable target, but I think he would go for a lot more than 20 million euros, 28 million euros, given the fact that Fulham's playing pretty well at the moment. Americans always go for a little bit higher, but he would be a great pick. We need him. We need a signing of his caliber, but I think we're going even younger and more obscure. So what,
No, I like Antonee Robinson. Look, I'm a fan of the U.S. men's national team. 28 million euros, I think you'd sign him yesterday. Obviously, it's probably more like 50 million pounds. He is 27, but that's a 4-year deal. He's a great professional, and his work rate on the U.S. men's national team is insane. He'll get up and down the pitch, great attacker. He's also got durability. He's not injured at all. I just rate him a lot. I just think that we need to go EPL proven in some of these signings, especially like an area like left wing back, where you just have to know the pace. You have to know the work rate to get up and down the pitch. It's just absolutely critical. Attackers or strikers, I think you got to dip into other leagues, but this type of player, he's defended against the best players in the world in England, and I think he'd be great at United. Plus, you get a little discount. 17 appearances, 6 assists for Fulham, right? Think about playing for Fulham against these teams. You already kind of have your work cut out for you on the defending side. So I think this is a great signing. I'd be pretty happy if Santa dropped him on our doorstep in January.
Yeah, I think this is a player that most United fans can get behind. Obviously, the fee would have a big impact on it, but he definitely has the right attitude. Always lean, ready to rock. I think he'd fit right in with this team. And like you said, for this type of signing, we need players where we know they're going to be a success, because this position is so needed to be successful under a Ruben Amorim system, that you need wingbacks that can just slot right in. That has been an issue with Manchester United without kind of devoted standalone wingbacks. So he would fit the bill, sir. You're up. Your turn to ask Santa, sir. Given all the needs, what does John want from Santa for Christmas with Mbappe off the table?
Mbappe is off the table. I'm going Benjamin Šeško. Been linked to this kid for a while now. We are dying for a left wing back, a reliable, like Luke Shaw. He's a great player, but he's just not available. So the best ability is availability. Left wing back, and then it's number 9. We're dying. Højlund, Xerxes, switch him up combo. Underwhelming. How much money do we spend? Over 100 million euros on that front too. Brutal. The reason why Šeško, I think, is the player for me is he's performed great in the Bundesliga at RB Leipzig. But for me, he played amazing in the Euros again for Slovenia. He was scoring bangers in a bad team in an elite tournament. That's how you know that there's a player there and that he could continue to punch above his level, because he's already playing well in the Bundesliga. And then in a diminished international side, he's shining as one of the best players. Not to get too far into it, but that is something you always want to look for with attacking talent. Antonee looks like a bluffer for Brazil. Doesn't perform out on the right wing. Can't get a game in front of Martinelli. And that tells you a lot about Antonee. And I hate to say it, but Højlund for Denmark went into a strong Danish team, didn't perform. You see Šeško go into a weak Slovenian team, and he's performing, that's a good sign that you sign him in a United, that he's a dog and that he's going to hit a few goals for us. But I just think we need a more traditional number 9 with pace, has a finish on him. What a boot.
I take him all day. He's exactly the type of profile that Manchester United should be going after. The age, the size, the attitude. He has that kind of striker arrogance that you need to be successful. So the player, I'd love him. I'd love both of them. If we were being greedy, we'd hope we can get both over the next 2 transfer windows, because these are the areas, regardless, that United needs to be strengthening. Wingback and striker. We're dying in those 2 positions. These guys fit the profile. Antonee Robinson's more of the finished article. Šeško, you're still taking a punt because he hasn't stepped up to England yet. But like you said, he's done well in Germany. He's done well at the Euros. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about Christmas, sir. Santa, bring us some goodies. We need it. United is dying for results. We're dying for dogs that are willing to run through walls for their new manager. I think both those guys would be huge successes at United. What will we show up with? I don't know. I'm not sure. Old Sir Jim is bringing us anything for Christmas this year, sir.
I think Sir Jim's dishing out coal in my stocking this year to Manchester United fans. Look, drop whatever signing you think that we should pick up for the holiday season in the comments below. We hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays around the world, and we'll see you in the next video.